In this video, I wanted to share how much YouTube paid me for 200,000 views on YouTube. Now, officially, I haven't actually had a video go viral to 200,000 views, at least not on this channel, but I did want to share how much YouTube has paid me in total for the 200,000 views that I've received on this channel as of a few days ago. So let's jump on the computer and let's have a look how much YouTube has paid me. Right guys, so I'm on my YouTube studio and we're going to just go straight into how much YouTube has paid me for 200,000 views since I've started this channel. And if you didn't know, I started this channel at the start of this year in January 2020. So I haven't had this channel for a huge amount of time, and the results we've had from this channel is truly amazing, and I'm super grateful for each and every one of you that does support this channel. I'm hoping we can keep growing, keep moving forward, and keep striving to be better, and of course help you guys reach your goals and dreams as well with creating a YouTube channel or just having a online business or using social media marketing to grow whatever hobbies you have. Without further ado though, we're gonna jump onto our YouTube studios. And the very first thing we want to do is we want to go ahead and change the date here. So we're gonna go with lifetime. So we can see that I've had a total of 863.7 thousand views in total for the lifetime. So this goes back to December the 9th, 2019 up till today, October the 25th. We can see here that's had quite an amount of views. The watch time is 62.2 thousand watch time hours. We've received 20.6 thousand subscribers, and the estimated revenue for that is $770.67. Now you're probably thinking, compared to the views, why does the estimated revenue not seem super high? Well, here's the reason, guys. First of all, you're probably thinking, why do the views are a lot more than 200,000 views? The reason for this, guys, is because a lot of these views were actually before I was actually monetized. So I'm only looking at the 200,000 views that I've received once I was actually monetized on YouTube. I wasn't monetized till about May of this year, and I've received, from May up until now, I've received just over 200,000 views in those short months. So we want to look at this in closer detail and really kind of see how this amount adds up. So we're going to click on revenue here. Okay, so we can see here, especially when I first started, if you just watched my revenue video, you'll see a huge difference on my most recent videos compared to overall my videos where the majority of the money has come from. So we can see here that the RPM, I only received 89 cents per 1,000 views was the money that I was actually receiving per 1,000 views. The playback based CPM was about $5.11, so that was the amount that the advertiser was willing to pay per 1,000 views on my videos. So now you can really see for 200,000 views, it's only equal to $770. So we can really see that that's quite a small amount because the CPM isn't super high. And the reason for this, guys, is a lot of my views actually came from different videos to what I'm doing now. When I first started out, I was trying to really give back to my subscribers, and I was doing more of your technological type videos, unboxings, reviews, and giveaways. Now the problem with this is there's a huge deficit in terms of the amount of revenue you're gonna make, especially from giveaway videos and some tech videos, is because the advertiser isn't really willing to pay much to be advertised on those videos. And we can really see that reflected in the CPM. If we actually click on the CPM here, we'll be able to see kind of how it's fluctuated over the months. It also gives me a brief idea of how many videos I was uploading around about that time. So you can really see here in about May was when it really started to take off. Those previous videos have all been actually removed now because it was actually reflecting poorly on my channel, and that it would confuse the YouTube algorithm with where I'm trying to move forward. So that's why we can't actually see any of those videos. But we can clearly see here that, for example, on 1st of May, I was on a CPM of only 72 cents, guys. Like, that is pretty insane. Like, that's really, really low. And I actually uploaded about 6 videos on that day. Now we can see it did have a high point here, and we had a CPM of $8.15. So we can see here that is a little bit higher than normal. We run along here a little bit, it's dropped back down $2.88. Before that, May 6th was $4.80. And we were looking at about, on May the 7th, I uploaded 5 videos, and yet the CPM on that was $2.88. Then on May the 8th, it was $6.98. And once again, guys, this is how much the advertiser is paying. This is not how much that I receive. This is how much the advertiser pays. And then YouTube takes 45% and I take the other 55%. So these amounts, even though they seem really low, I'm still not even getting that full amount. So of that $6.98 per 1,000 views, let's say even if I received 1,000 views on that day, I would only end up with 55% of that revenue. Now we can jump along here, we can see it jumped up to $7.69, jump back down. So you can really see it fluctuates day by day, it goes up and down and up and down. You're probably wondering, why does the CPM fluctuate so much? Well, this is really hard to pinpoint in just one answer, but how your CPM is actually calculated and how YouTube decides what advertisements to show on your videos, it all comes down to a number of factors. The main factors are: one, what is the topic of the video? So your particular channel will have different CPMs for different videos. You're not just going to have one CPM over all videos, because all of your videos are going to be different. They're going to have different audiences and possibly even different topics and niches. So therefore, the advertiser is going to be willing to pay different amounts based on those videos. For example, if you're doing a giveaway video, that's kind of hard to reflect what kind of advertisement is going to go on that video. So you're more than likely going to get really low advertisements on that video. Take another example, if you're doing like an iPhone unboxing, that's probably going to be a medium range type CPM, so you'll be looking at around about $5 per 1,000 views on that, and that's because they can start to show some high quality advertisements on there, potentially even phone videos and technology videos and things like that. But those kind of advertisements are really only shown on the videos that are going to get a decent amount of views. So even though views may not have a huge effect on how much your CPM is going to be, it does come down to what the algorithm knows your videos and your channel is about. So if you don't create them very often, you're more than likely going to have a low CPM on even videos that other channels may have a higher CPM on. It does come down to your channel. The second biggest thing is who your audience actually is. Where are they located in the world? Different people see different videos. If they're located in second and third world countries, they're not going to be watching higher paid videos. And how do you get paid on YouTube? It's for people watching your videos. So that means, what are your audience watching? What ads are your audience watching is how much you're going to actually receive. And that's why your CPM can fluctuate so much. It also comes down to the age of your audience as well. If you have quite a lower end age group, then advertisers aren't willing to pay as much as someone between the ages of 20 and 30, where they're more than likely going to have disposable income and they're more likely to purchase things from those ads. So as the advertiser, it's going to be more beneficial for one, videos that relate to their ad and that the audience is going to be interested in, and two, the audience is actually able to and possibly willing to actually purchase those ads, and they're willing to pay a lot of money for those ads. Now we can see here at this point it didn't fluctuate much. It actually went up a little bit as it steadily went up, so that's very interesting to see. And that could be just because I was starting to centralize the type of videos that I was creating. So you can really see here that it was centralizing around 4 to 5. It was jumping up to 5, so $6.90 even. Then it jumped back down. So it was really fluctuating somewhere between $4 to $6, and that's why the playback-based average CPM is $5.11. Now we jump along here. Let's jump along to July. We can see we had some $8.73, had $10 at one point, $7.18, and we really see just as the year has progressed, we're really starting to get a higher CPM. We jumped up to $6.23. Then on August the 27th, we had a $23.05 CPM. Then it did jump all the way back down to $8, $11, but we can see even on a low, it was still $8 compared to all the way back a few months ago. The highest was $8. Really see here, it did fluctuate down to $6.22, back up to $10, $9, $27, and then we had some really high peaks coming up to the end of the year here. We can see here we had a $64.13 CPM, and an even higher one here of $74.77. Now this does come down to the type of videos that I've been creating, but it also comes down to, now that the YouTube algorithm is understanding what my topics and niche are for this channel, it's able to diversify my advertisers and kind of let them know that hey, these videos are going to be better suited for some of these higher ended advertisers, because these videos will be good for sales and good demographic for what they're looking for. So that's why we had these really high peaks. But even at the very lowest point, we can see here's $9.22, $8.76, $8.14. So we can really see here, even at the lowest points, was my highest point 3-4 months ago. So it's really great to see that the CPM has started increasing. This just comes down to the type of videos I'm making. My actual audience is changing in terms of getting more in first world countries, and the second world countries are dropping off. But the main thing, guys, the main thing about a CPM is going to come down to your audience and the topics that you create videos about. So if you want to make the best amount of money with the least amount of views, you need to have a high CPM. Now we can see here the top earnings for a lifetime. We've got Teespring's earned $37. We've had How to Start a YouTube Channel's earned $18. Advice for content creators is $16. Make money with affiliate marketing is $14. And becoming a millionaire is $9.84. So we can see here that these have had some pretty good earning revenues. I mean, they're not huge amounts, but they're pretty decent. Those are the highest ones, and you can bet your bottom dollar that they would have had quite high CPMs. Once again, we can see here that the ad types, skippable video ads was the majority of these, which was 92.7%. Now I just want to really quickly just jump onto RPM here, and we can just have a look to see how this has fluctuated. Once again, it's going to look very similar to the CPM. And if you don't know what RPM is, as I said before, this is the amount of money that you as the creator is bringing home into your bank. So this is the amount of money that you will make per 1,000 views. This is how much you're getting from the cut of the CPM. So we can really see here that it was really, really low at the start. We're looking at $2.35, $64, $1.48. Jump down here to about 42 cents. So once again, at these points where the CPM was quite low, we'd expect our RPM to be very low as well. Let's kind of skip over to where it starts increasing. We can see here it was $6.95, $4.95, $5.58. Up here on September the 12th, we were receiving $21.73 per 1,000 views, $15.32 on September the 11th, but then it jumped down to $3.67 beforehand. Jump back down to $3.64, $8.38, $6.99. So we can see it really does fluctuate, but we had some really high points here of $31.36 on September the 24th, and another peak point here of $29.19 on October the 15th. We can see it really is fluctuating up and down a lot more than it actually was for the CPM. Like, there's much bigger drops in terms of the RPM. Not 100% sure why that would be such a huge drop when it's just the equivalent of that, but the main kind of graph does follow the same as a CPM. And like I said, your RPM is just how much that you'll be receiving per 1,000 views, and we can really see here that this was fluctuating quite a bit. Still had some very low points of about $3.85, and that would be just to the fact that we had a $6 CPM for that particular day. But we can see here $14.97 on October the 21st, still pretty decent. Did fluctuate back down to about $5, but $5 is actually still not bad. That's about a $10 to $11 CPM. So we can really see here that the CPM and the RPM definitely is increasing. That is exactly what you want to see with a YouTube channel. Sure, the overall estimated revenue for 200,000 views of $770.67 isn't truly crazy, but based on the actual amount of views and everything considered, it's not terrible. It's actually a pretty decent revenue based on 200,000 views. So you can really see that for this particular type of niche, you can earn some potentially good money. As my YouTube channel starts to grow, I think I will start to see better and better growth in this channel. So I really look forward to having a look to see once I've hit maybe 500,000 views. And let me know if you want to see more videos like this. Let me know in the comment section down below, and we can look at doing more revenue videos like this, just doing quick updates as we reach different milestones. But this really kind of shows you how the CPM and RPM works and how much you could expect to earn with about 20,000 subscribers or with about 200,000 views. Right guys, that was looking into how much money that YouTube paid me for 200,000 views on YouTube with about 20,000 subscribers. Hope you guys did enjoy this video and found it informative and interesting, just to kind of see how my channel is progressing and how much you could expect to make with those same amount of views. If you did enjoy this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. It really does help get the video out there. And if you did enjoy this video, I know you'll love these other videos. Go ahead and check those out, and I'll see you over there. Peace out.